All right, welcome back.
Hey guys.
Hey Noel. Hi everyone.
Hello. Hi.
Gail's here. Everyone's here tonight. Jerry's even here.
Yeah, he made it.
That's nice. Welcome back to our podcast. Hi guys. The stars, don't forget about them.
Yes.
And thank you everyone for supporting us. It's been going good.
Thank you guys.
We've been
for
getting
the stars. Whoever sent them.
Yeah.
Everybody has sent them. Thank you
so
much.
Thank you very much.
They're very helpful.
It's really cool. I can't believe we're getting them.
I know.
I didn't think, I don't know why I'd think that, but I think
some
cool.
people are,
Yeah,
it's amazing. So stars, they help us. They help us get to where we want to be.
Yep.
Because we want to eventually do stuff where we catch predators on our own, and that would help.
That's going to help a ton. And Kim and Scott and Chris, how you doing, guys?
Hi guys. Scott, am I going to see you on Friday?
Oh, you're going to see him on Friday. You're going to see him. Friday, 2 o'clock.
Friday.
Right? Is when he goes for D'Angelo goes for that hearing.
Yeah, motions.
All right.
Which I don't understand why they're allowing him to even file motions. I mean, how many times are they going to allow this pig to file motions?
Yeah, the pig.
I remember being told a long time ago that you only get so many motions to file.
Right.
Why is he continuing to file?
Friday's going to be so interesting. It really is. We're going to get into that in a minute, but I want to tell you about this story. This goes right along with him and the judicial system around here. I want to play a video for everyone. It's a short video about what we're going to talk about for a few minutes, and then I got more to tell you about it because it's really unbelievable. Hold on.
Niagara County's Forensic Laboratory under the microscope, facing a series of violations and potential loss of accreditation by the State Oversight Commission.
I did not really have an anticipation that this was coming.
In a notice Monday, the State Oversight Commission outlining 8 allegations and violations, stating that the lab misrepresented information, fabricated training documents, and performed tasks without the proper authorization, among others. The letter also reveals the violation stems from an anonymous tip in the state's own observation, but not disclosing any details of specific incidents.
It's very hard to formulate a response to something when, it's I've been given 8 vague alleged violations without any factual basis behind them.
While the violation notice indicates the commission's intent to seek a probationary period, tonight the county's forensic laboratory, which provides forensic analysis for the Niagara County District Attorney and all law enforcement agencies in Niagara and Orleans counties, still remains fully functional and operational. Next month, both sides will appear at a hearing in Albany on April 20th and will have an opportunity to address the violations.
It's kind of going to be difficult to really defend against that if the state says we observed you cutting these corners, you making these mistakes, you're not following protocol.
Tonight, the notice's complete impact remains unclear, but according to legal experts, it could reopen the door, putting all previous evidence to the test. As a defense attorney, what would you do in this situation?
I immediately open up all my existing files and any previous files and see whether that information or whether the evidence was processed by this lab, and then determine how I can either challenge current cases or reopen older cases based upon this investigation.
All right. So there was
what's really going on? Like what?
There's more to this. Wait till you hear. Scheer did a story, Mark Scheer from the Gazette. Ex-forensics lab employees expressed concern about chemist certification in the lawsuit. I wrote down some notes on this. It's incredible. A guy by the name of Thomas DeFonso is a forensic chemist, and he's the assistant lab director. Lauren Rogers, civilian firearms expert and forensic chemist. The director of this at the time is Rob Ort's sister, and her name is Dr. Carrie Ort Gowries. So anyways, what this all went on here was someone that they can't give her name is they call her Miss K in the court papers. Suppose DeFonso and Rogers, okay? These are 2 chemists in there. She's the boss. Now, Ort's sister is not certified to give certification to Mrs. K when it comes to I got it written down here. Drugs. Like she can do DNA and like DNA testing and stuff,
Yeah.
but she could not certify Miss K when it comes to controlled substances, like testing controlled substances to see if someone, oh, geez, is that a white powder? Is it just powder or is it meth or is it coke? So anyways, what happened was DeFonso said that Miss K is not prepared to do this. I'm not going to sign off on it. Well, Ort's sister said, too bad, I am. He got mad, he's saying, you can't do this, she's not ready. And Ort's sister didn't care.
Of course.
So they sign off on it. DeFonso says, now this is Thomas DeFonso, forensic chemist and assistant director to that lab, along with Lauren Rogers, who's civilian firearms expert and forensic chemist too. DeFonso stated that the integrity of the lab was compromised because the ramifications of an uncertified person working a drug case would be. And he talks about the possibility of someone, and he's right, someone could go to jail because, and it did happen. Miss K did make a mistake where she thought she tested a white powdered substance positive for methamphetamine, and it wasn't. This guy catches it, and, then there's more, now he's like, oh my God, someone's going to either go to jail or not go to jail. Like that could also go the other way.
Yeah. With mess up like that.
Yeah, you could have a victim who's going to have to sit there now and let the perpetrator go, because this person doesn't know what they're doing. Well, anyways, so DeFonso and the other person, Rogers, is pretty much like a whistleblower and goes and tells the state, and the state comes around, and here we are. And it kind of, the only reason why I went to D'Angelo is I know D'Angelo, thank goodness, it's the Erie County.
He's going to probably try to use that.
But if it was, let's say Niagara County did, could you imagine?
Oh, yeah.
You'd be able to reopen. I mean, you'd be able to do everything all over again because everything they did is going to be taken into question.
Oh, yeah.
As far as not being done right. Because you had someone there who was not certified when it comes to drugs, at least. DNA, and so that may be why he couldn't. Because DNA, she was fine with. It was testing controlled substances.
Well, on that one, maybe they should look into genome files.
but like, this is a mess. And then you see the sheriff on there, and he's talking, and he won't take response. Like, you know what I mean? He can't even just. You know what I find funny about guys like him? They have no problem talking about those cases.
Oh, right.
But other stuff we can't talk. There's an ongoing investigation.
Oh, did you see the shit I got for commenting on the Niagara County Sheriff's thing?
Yeah.
Like, I was saying, how come you guys didn't mention Nick D'Angelo at all? Anything that happened, and the Niagara County Sheriffs responded back. They're like, well, that's because it didn't happen. We didn't arrest him. It was the state police and stuff like that. Well, it still happened in Niagara County. Like, you guys could very well talk about it. You guys could still talk about it. You just don't want, you choose what you want to talk about, what you don't want to talk about.
Well, yeah, because this here.
If it makes you look bad, then
you start talking.
Look bad.
Yeah. And this here, he doesn't talk. I don't understand. It is important, right? Obviously, any drug charges now are pretty much, I guess you'll reopen them because who knows? Who knows if it was really methamphetamine or not?
Right.
Because this person doesn't know the difference. And Rob Ort's sister, who's a doctor too, she's qualified, just not qualified to certify people on the differences in controlled substances.
Right.
So when they're testing for like cocaine or whatever, this Thomas DeFonso had to be the one to sign off, and he wouldn't for Miss K because he said she wasn't ready. But Mrs. Ort Gowrie there said, too bad, I'm doing it. And here we are. Rob Ort has said no comment, of course, and I guess he should. No comment. Yeah.
He's consistent.
Nothing new for him.
So that's no surprise. Let's see what some people are saying. Oh gosh. Oh, we got a lot. Hi, Berdad. Hey guys. Hey Stacy. Hi Natalie. If you punish a whistleblower by isolating her permanently in a toxic lead room, you're surprised about this notice. Yeah, well. It would be like the OJ case when he attacked the friends. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it would be. Because think about it. Everything that's gone on here that has to do with drugs is now, if you're, all of it. Like if you're found innocent and they said, what a mess.
Yeah, then there's always, in Niagara Falls especially, there's always arrests for drugs and stuff.
In Niagara County, though, it just doesn't stop. Here is a lab. All this is a Niagara County Forensic Lab. You would think everything should be, you shouldn't have that in there.
Right.
And it's in there. There they are. And
I think they would have their shit together.
You know, because Dr. Carrie Ort Gowries, I'm not going to take, she's not qualified.
Right.
She's qualified to do the job. But of course, and part of this too, oh, I forgot to tell you this. I know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
In this newspaper article, and part of the thing is, DeFonso and Rogers go on to say how she kept on saying, do you know who my brother is? When these people were saying, no, we're not certifying this woman because she can't do it. She would then remind them, do you know who my brother is?
I hate people.
I hate people like that.
Oh my God, do I hate people like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's
Oh my
terrible.
goodness.
It's like movie stuff.
Yeah.
We know
Something
who
in the
your brother
movies.
is, and he does nothing. He's
Yeah.
a good person. He does nothing for anybody. He's
Talking about art stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I contacted him twice, just complete a yes or no. All I wanted was a yes or no answer, and I didn't get anything back from his office or him or anybody else.
actually
Not
the
even a
person's
thanks.
Not a thanks, bro. Can't help you. I get it.
The
All
person's
right, fine.
response should have been, no, I
Nothing.
don't know who your brother is, because he does absolutely nothing for anybody.
Right? Yes. That's what should have been said. And the fact that she's saying that now, it's just ridiculous. I never said that in my life,
No.
ever. I guess I could have with my
Yeah.
brother.
Well,
around.
you probably wouldn't want to.
And there was a time when I could have.
Yeah.
And everyone, oh, okay, buddy. Go ahead. Go ahead, pal. Go ahead. You know what I mean? I guess they could have said to me,
Yeah.
go ahead, run the red light, buddy. It's all right.
The only reason
You know, I don't know. What else?
The only reason Ford even responded to me is I
Mhm.
publicly talked shit on his Facebook page. I had to be an asshole in order to get a response. The response was useless.
Let's see here. Mind you, in the Maziar's investigations years ago, Ort supposedly gave his wife, yeah, we know that. Yes, the no-show job. That's where where Maziar's unraveled.
Oh.
Because that whole, he ends up, Ort takes Maziar's spot when
Yeah.
Maziar's gets thrown out of the Senate. And Ort did do that. And then he was investigated for giving his wife a job that she didn't have to go to.
They all get
So-
investigated, but nothing happens to them.
Right. Because he did it.
Yeah.
He did give her a job that she didn't have to go to, and she did get paid, and it just didn't matter. And then you think about, then we go back to why the political parties are so bad and why they're the most evil thing we have. They continue to push that guy. Like, they didn't say, all right, we better find someone else.
Right.
There's got to be a number of other people, that would want to be a New York State senator.
Right.
But no, they just got to keep on going. They don't care.
No.
So, Robin, yes.
Well, think about Maziarz himself and some of the allegations that we've heard from his sister and
Oh my
from,
God, yeah.
I mean, he doesn't.
He was out of control.
He doesn't belong
He never belonged either. No.
in charge of anyone.
It's
He
amazing
can't.
to me.
He's not in charge of himself.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, obviously, it's amazing to me how people get into politics, and once they make it in, it's like that's it.
Yeah.
They become this another entity where they feel they can do anything they freaking want to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah, and a no-show job is a larceny. Sure, it is.
Yeah.
You're stealing from the public.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Right, William? Absolutely.
And DeFazio is Roger's father. Who's DeFazio? DeFonso is Roger's father. I don't know if that's what Stacy. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Stacy just said that. Stacy, let me know what you mean. Because the name I got is Thomas DeFonso and Lauren Rogers. And maybe they're, Jesus Christ. So that the father of the daughter. This whole place is a circus act. You know what?
Yeah.
What a shit stew.
Yeah, what are they doing over there? I don't understand. Yes. Okay, so DeFonso is Roger's daughter. So the forensic chemist, who's the assistant lab director, is the father of Lauren Rogers, who's a civilian firearms expert and forensic chemist. Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, I'm glad they did the right thing, I guess.
Yeah.
The plaintiffs are father and daughter. Okay. Well, good. Okay. I don't know. I'd like to know how all these people got their jobs.
I know.
Then you wonder,
Right.
and who's Mrs. K? Why was she pushing Miss K so much?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
why would
Right.
who is
That's
she?
what I want to know.
There's got to be someone
It's gotta be
important
somebody.
that if you're willing to do all that.
Yeah.
And- yeah, and why? That's what I want to know is not only who she is in relation, but why is she pushing her so hard?
Right.
Like what?
Yeah. Now she's no longer there, by the way. She's the former lab director, but this happened in her time.
Okay.
Or gallery, whatever her name is. Trying to think if there's anything else interesting. Most interesting part that I almost forgot was what you brought up, Robin, about her saying, "You know who I am," type of stuff, and you better do what I want. On one occasion, DeFonso claims, while analyzing powder, Miss K misidentified a white powder substance positively as methamphetamine, even though the result was negative. He says, if not caught, this mistake could have had catastrophic consequences for an accused. An innocent person could be incarcerated or a guilty person let free. So that's what we have going on here, and that's why you have to pay. So, I mean, obviously,
I want to see if I could find the response. Yeah.
Because think
here it is.
Katie goes whistleblower.
They asked if
Bill, you're on the roll tonight, buddy.
Or when I got a hold of him, he said, "Can the staff, Noel, can you provide us with some contact info?" Gave him my number. Noel, first off, just want to let you know we thank you for reaching out to us and for sharing your story. Because this is an ongoing investigation, we are not legally allowed to provide any sort of legal advice or inject ourselves in any legal proceedings regarding the matter. Staff. I said, are we allowed to talk about Janelle Basso and how she's breaking the law and rules, and if something can be done or changed to remove a judge who's involved in helping a serial rapist destroy evidence, blah, blah. He goes, hi, Noel, for anyone who has complaint to file regarding sitting judges, we can only refer them to New York State Commission on Judicial Conduct to find that link. Thanks, Noel. If anything else comes to mind, we will be sure to reach out. Fucking lies. Because a lot came to mind, and you guys, a lot came to mind. You guys didn't reach out. You guys did nothing. You guys just said, oh, can't do nothing. It's an ongoing investigation. Bullshit. It's not an ongoing investigation.
But they pick and choose what ongoing investigations they want to talk about. Right. If they want to badmouth somebody, then it's not
Katie Rifford.
Yeah, that's
or this one,
right?
Or even this one.
Just the Nick D'Angelo thing. There were so many other things in there that weren't ongoing investigations that they could have talked about or did something about.
Yes.
They just don't want to get involved. They don't want to touch it.
No,
not at all. And they're the ones that are supposed to touch. They're the ones that are supposed to be doing
right. That's why
I mean, that's who I get referred to. People will say, go to senator, go to your senator, go to your senator. Well, we can't go to our senator. He does absolutely nothing.
Yeah, you don't answer even.
The only reason I got answers is because I was an asshole on the page. I was just embarrassed on spot.
I don't understand. Let's see, what else do we got here? The complaint goes on to say Ort covered her office windows with paper, so you can't see who is coming and going, and how she was receiving evidence from police. Oh my God. Alluding to this was improper procedure to accept evidence. My God.
Wow.
All right. It was, so everybody that ever went to jail or didn't go to jail, I guess we better open up the cases again.
No kidding.
That she was involved in, because who knows what went on there. Wow. Wow is right. What a disgrace.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can't, and I guess, I grew up thinking that this was supposed to be good. I really did. I thought that, that they were there. I really, sometimes it's a shocker, because I did grow up thinking that the judicial system was supposed to be the right thing. I'll tell you, it's the complete opposite.
It is.
It's just not even close. I don't believe or trust a damn thing at all. And I don't know. I also, there was something else we were bringing up. What were you saying? I just slipped my mind about or. I can't remember now. Yeah. The other thing was, though, I still can't get over the sheriff's reaction. That reminded me of the same thing he did to Katie. It had that same feeling to it.
Yeah.
Like just not being able to
what
even.
He did to Katie was disgusting. Yeah,
but like never being able to just either take responsibility for something or, you know what I mean? Just none of it. And it can't ever happen. There's always got to be, I don't understand. I don't, real condescending kind of talk. Why in that aren't you saying there's an ongoing investigation? I shouldn't say anything.
Right. Except, with the Katie Ripper thing too, he should have said, I can't speak about this. This is an ongoing investigation. That's exactly when he should have said those words.
He did.
Instead of opening his mouth and talking shit like that about her. That was so unprofessional, disgusting, and I'm embarrassed that that's the sheriff.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed to say that he's my sheriff.
I would love, we have to play that again someday, because when you hear it, it's really unbelievable.
He could really hurt her. He hurt her case.
And now
if there's ever to be a jury, he could really screw that up for her by saying that.
And now there's no arrest record.
No. Yeah.
After all of that.
Yeah.
But yet there's another arrest thing out there.
You know what I mean?
Some weird arrest, right? Warrants. Yeah. Remember we saw that in January, whatever? God, she's got to come on our show.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait to have her on.
On another note, real fast, it just hit my head. The ugly truth about the girl next door people. Yeah. Go to their page, because I can't really, unfortunately, I couldn't get their video. I wanted to get it, but I couldn't get it.
I couldn't find it.
I couldn't get it, but there is stuff. So I know people ask about it.
I guess they let all those people back. And
yes, the church is filled with them again. Yeah,
well, they're all back. The people who know about it, who attend their church, if you let your kids go there, then that's on them.
Right.
If
Yeah.
you know what's going on and you still let your kids go there, go
Yep.
for those,
Like they just don't care.
They don't believe it.
those
Yeah.
church school classes they have for the children and stuff.
Mhm.
They don't believe it. These
We
people
know
don't
from
believe
our
it.
own experience, where we used to go, there was things going on there, and when you talk about, oh no, right away, oh no.
Yeah.
And I go, oh yeah. And then it came out that it was true.
Mhm.
Yeah, just please go over there and check out their page. Like you said, that is the one thing we do know. They're all back. And
Disgusting.
it seems like, I don't know. That church is what? What kind of church is it? We know? Is it a Baptist church? I mean, it doesn't
I
matter.
think so.
It's Christian church, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a Baptist church or something. But my God, it's now what could the Erie County people be doing? What's the
I know.
sheriff's department? I wonder what they're doing over there. What's the Grand Island police doing?
I
Honestly,
know.
nothing.
Yeah.
Not
You
enough.
wonder
They're
what
not
they're
enough.
doing.
They could. What is the news doing? The news.
Oh, that's
That
fake
should be in the
news.
news.
That's the fake news right
Yeah,
there. These people,
yeah.
the
They put
local
the-
news is just as bad as the big news.
Yeah, they put stupid Facebook stuff
They put
out
nonsense.
there.
Yeah.
They won't put anything like serious.
Yeah,
like
hey,
that.
women, go find out if your man's cheating on you.
Yeah.
Who gives a-
Yeah.
You're
That's
right.
really
That's supposed to be a
important.
private group anyways. That was supposed to be private that people didn't want no like only girls wanted girls to know about that too. So that, for them to put that in the news, that was ridiculous. They didn't want it out. They didn't want that out there.
And no one cares if
Yeah.
your man's cheating on. I don't care what
Right.
you're. Well, I give a
Well,
damn.
I mean-
And what does the public care?
Right? Why do we care about your business?
Right. Yeah. I mean, there's just so many bigger things to tackle than if your man is cheating.
Right.
Right? Yeah,
I mean, the
don't worry
page. I'm not
about it.
gonna lie. The page is hilarious. I've seen a few of my exes on there. It is. hilarious.
Oh boy.
It's just
I did put Nick D'Angelo on it. So I did.
yeah, he might as well be on there. He's
Yeah,
at least he's on that one because he's not on anything else.
To warn everybody. Of
Yeah.
the
He's
guy.
probably on there a lot of times.
Yeah.
Well, at least like I said, because they don't like to put him on anything. You know what I mean? He's not
Yeah.
considered a predator for some reason. I
Yeah.
don't get it. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what's bothering me is
What?
that I know somebody who has now. I know a few people now whose kids are taken away because of this predator. Their kids are not with them anymore because of this Nick D'Angelo. That's sickening.
Yeah.
He was caught trafficking a child from CPS custody, and they're still allowing him to take people's children. Like, and these parents are good parents. They're fit parents. There's nothing wrong with them. There's nothing. They're good people, and their kids now they don't get to see their kids because of Nick D'Angelo.
Wow.
It's disgusting that he even has that right
Mhm.
to do that.
Yeah. He's had a lot of power for a guy who's facing all 12 counts, right?
I
Yeah.
can't wait to see
And
it all
with
get
one-
ripped away from him.
One against a minor.
I'm telling you, Friday better go the way it needs to go, or else there will be protests, and it is going to get crazy. Like, when they say no justice, no peace, that's going to come back because they need to do what they need to do and put the predator behind bars.
Yeah.
On that note, let's take our commercial. 'Cause when we
Yes.
come back, we got more to talk about that and
Yes.
what's going to go on Friday and what's happening Friday and all that stuff. So why don't we take our fast break and come back and talk
Wow, it's already been 25
more
minutes.
about it. Oh yeah, time flies. Here we go.
Digits 988 can save a life. If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, 988 provides connection to free confidential support. There is hope. The Lifeline works. For 24/7 confidential support, just call, text, or chat 988.
hearing, and the kids were so.
Welcome back, and thanks to our sponsors. Don't forget about stars if you
Yes.
can. 99 cents gives us 100 stars, which makes us have a better standing on Facebook, which will give us the opportunity for more advertising, and also will help us and the other shows, but our show too. We want to do that thing where we catch predators. We're going to do that.
Yep.
It's coming.
Yep.
It's coming real soon. So Friday's it's a big day because this was already set, right? This hearing?
Yeah.
Before he got arrested.
I think so, yeah.
So now he's coming in.
I didn't even hear about it until they got arrested because they don't tell anybody.
You don't tell anybody. But think about it now. He got arrested for tampering with the case because that's what he did. He tampered with he's tampered. That's
I
what
have
that,
his charges right here.
Yeah, what? Yeah.
He was arrested for first-degree attempted tampering with public records, which is an E felony. Second-degree forgery, a D felony. First-degree identity theft, D felony, and 2 misdemeanor counts of campaign contribution to be in the true name of contributor.
Oh wow.
So there's new charges.
Real quick, I got to answer Scott. That's off topic. Thank you, Scott. He was good. Jacques Rougeau. He liked the wrestling. Thank you. Yeah, it was good. It was a great. It was a pretty good one. All right, but now back to that. So he's going in there. He's thinking originally. I'm assuming it was set up for him to do these motions again before trial is going to start in May.
Yeah.
But he's going in there now under different circumstances because he was arrested for tampering with the case.
Yeah. Then
That's what he did.
He hasn't. Yep. So they're supposedly going to use. That's what I read in the paper. They're going to see if they could revoke his bail, and which was what needs to happen. There should be no excuse as to why that judge says.
None at all.
And the judge should never say no to this. She should revoke his fucking bail.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
How many times is this? I mean, this judge has already had to warn him not to do this stuff. She's already warned him at the last one. So when he goes and commits more crimes, he's already walking free on the 12 counts of rape. I've been posting this on TikTok, and I've been getting a lot of feedback. A lot. I mean, thousands of comments. And most of the comments are people saying, how is he still allowed to practice? Why is he still practicing? How can someone with 12 counts of rape not even have any bail set? No bail. Are you kidding me? 3 years and he's still walking free, never had bail. What the F? Wow, where's the justice system? The judges are involved. Obviously, this man knows where some bones are buried.
This is just random people
These
from
are
around
just
the country, around the world.
Yeah. Hold Judge Block accountable. Shame on the judges, the bar associates. They're protecting them. This is infuriating. Those involved need to be fired and in jail. How could this be going on for so long? And right, the story needs to be national. Case should be in a different county. So disturbing. I mean, this is what everyone's saying. And somebody even said this would never happen in my state.
Right.
In my state, this would never be allowed.
We've heard that from Dominic about North Carolina, right? It's in North Carolina. If he doesn't get held without bail until trial on this date, then I'm guessing he's never going to go to jail.
Right.
Then sadly, I don't even know what'll happen because I can't even imagine. Like I told you this before, you guys, and I believe this. If he got arrested for robbing gum, if he got arrested for DWI, if he got arrested for something completely unrelated to the case, I guess I don't know, okay. But he did something directly to stop it. To try to cause chaos in there. He's been caught. It's got to be over with.
Yeah, Scott, you're right. He's embarrassing the courts. He absolutely is embarrassing the courts.
Yeah, the courts, the DAs. The Niagara County DAs should be furious.
She should be furious.
So should Big King Kong, whatever his name is, the guy with the big DA that everyone makes a big deal out of on the news. He should be right in there.
She better be a spitfire.
Flynn should be furious.
He should be.
I'd like to see him there tomorrow. He should be there.
They should switch DAs if they do.
Yeah,
if that's what Nick wants done, if that's what Nick's motions are,
good.
Get the DA switch. They should switch it to John Flynn.
Yep.
John Flynn should get his ass in there and take over this.
Absolutely, because now he's made a complete ass of everyone.
Yeah.
And like Gail said, they've allowed it.
Yeah.
They don't mind. They made an ass of
allowed it.
themselves.
I mean, they 100% allowed this to happen by allowing him to walk free in the first place. They allowed him to do this.
Yeah, absolutely. And this here though, I mean, common sense tells you, right? Everybody would say he just did something to try to taint the entire case.
Yeah.
That should be enough to say, all right, buddy, you got to be put in jail, in county jail.
Last time we were there, he was warned by
He was
the judge
warned by
for something else he did.
Yeah, was it for to try to get the information?
Getting
on
a
the
hold
minor?
of
Yeah.
somebody from CPS, a supervisor, trying to get the
I agree,
documents
Natalie.
and stuff on the child.
But he was already brought to
I
the
agree,
court
Natalie.
and charged with that, and then he walked out. Who was the judge that did
Judge
that?
Clark.
With this last?
Oh,
No,
the
he's
last
the
one that was
yeah,
here.
This new judge,
This new judge. The
New
same one.
judge.
This
The
new
female.
judge.
The one you're going to see Friday.
What?
Yeah,
Already-
right? Erie County.
She talked to him basically like he was a child, Mr. D'Angelo.
Oh yeah,
You should
It
know
was a
better than
sham.
to do that.
total sham. It
Yeah.
was nothing.
She was talking. It's like she was talking to a 2-year-old. Like, Mr.
Nope.
D'Angelo, you know better. That's concerning. Like, come on.
Well, this is going to be interesting to see what she says now then.
Yeah.
How concerned is she going to be
Yeah,
now?
we'll see. But then you know what? Too, he was already with the 12 counts when he was first charged. He was caught tampering with evidence, witnesses, and
They're
obstruction in the
going to
first place. So this would be number 3. This
Number
is the
3.
third time
And this
he's been
one,
caught doing
right.
this.
It's so
quite-
bold, this one.
To
Yeah,
me,
but-
it's quite obvious that no matter what this guy does, when it comes time to judge him, it's going to be much, much less than it should be.
Yeah.
No matter what it's going to be. He'll probably, hopefully he'll be behind bars, but it won't be nearly
What it
as
should
bad
be.
because the new judge, Judge Clark, they're all in bed with this guy.
Well,
Yeah,
then,
He's got to give him credit.
That's
He's got
what
a
a
lot
lot
of
of people are
connections.
saying.
All the way back to Moronado.
Yeah.
well, then if he doesn't get help after having 12 counts
Yep.
of rape and sexual assault, now 4 more counts of tampering with some
The
kind of a
case. Yeah.
case.
Forgery.
Okay, and they're still letting him walk, then I'm not seeing that they're going to do anything.
Me neither.
I don't-
Sadly,
And I'm not
don't.
showing up to any court cases that anybody sends me to. That anybody tries to bring
You'll
me
get in
to.
trouble,
I'm
and
not-
you'll get in trouble.
I
I
don't
mean, I'm
care.
just saying, that's how it works.
That's how ridiculous the system is.
They'll come after you, they
Think
have
that they
cameras
could-
right on
Yeah.
you.
And
The fact that they
police.
can do that shit is, somebody even said to, by the way, somebody did say on my TikTok, because I did post about what happened recently, they said, isn't the mother coming after you, his mother coming after you, witness intimidation?
This intimidation. She's a witness.
No, me.
All right, I was
Not
gonna
the-
say.
no, the mother coming after me, like,
Oh.
isn't that like with a witness tampering?
Oh,
with
yeah.
the witness?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's-
Yeah, it should be, actually.
Yeah,
That's a
you're
good
right.
point.
No, I agree with Natalie. Flynn has been complicit. Absolutely
Yes,
complicit.
absolutely.
The coroners have the greater power and authority than the sheriff. We could serve these Oh, she must be going back to the other story.
Oh, that's
To
what
take
our
action.
coroner is our coroner is Janelle Fasso's brother-in-law. That's
Oh,
what our
the-
coroner is.
The other. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Strasburg. Yep, so that's who our coroner is.
We're a mess.
Yeah.
We really need an enema. The
Mhm.
county needs an badly. Let's see what else we got here. Also, Scott says so Balkan won't be driving him to court on Friday.
He might be.
I swear the criminal justice system goes right in the favor of the criminal. It does. If there is a victim, then you have to prove yourself. It's sick. You're right.
Yeah.
It's that's why civil court's almost better in
Yeah,
a certain way.
Especially in New York
So,
State.
In New York State,
Especially.
especially, yes.
Criminal court re-victimizes the victim.
Yeah, it does. Because the victim, as I said last week, the victim doesn't have a lawyer.
Right.
You got the defense, the guy or whoever or girl who's up on charges has a whole team of people defending them. Then there's a prosecutor who could be just lazy, could be complicit, could be everything else. And then there's the victim with nothing,
Yeah.
who just sits there and watches them get away with it.
Yep.
Just like Belter,
Mhm.
which makes me sick
Yeah.
because you read that thing that woman said, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
If she would have known better, she'd have
No,
spoke.
She would have spoke up.
Yep.
That whole time they were probably telling her to keep quiet.
Mm-hmm.
That poor
Definitely.
girl. If I were her though, right now, I'd be speaking out like crazy. If I were her now, I would be causing hell.
I know. Yeah. I can't even imagine. Let's see what Stacy has. Problem is, if the judges are conflicted out in Niagara County, so are all the court staffers and officials in Niagara County. Therefore, a visiting judge is not sufficient to isolate the case for a fair forum. Prime example, my court record was massively tampered with, over 30 material documents obstructed from filing. This will happen in the D'Angelo case, guaranteed. It seems to already be happening. Yeah. Okay, Kelly McElhaney. I'm taking Felicetti and his goons down one at a fucking time. There you go.
Yeah.
Hashtag Niagara County Sheriff, no better. She sent me some stuff. I'll show you later
Oh, okay.
on our page.
Just on the dark.
Private message. The federal courts can be asked to take criminal action against any and all corrupt employees. They sure can. Yes, they can. Because you almost need, I don't even know what to say. I just know that if Friday comes, he doesn't get put into county jail.
There's gonna be problems.
And there should be no bail.
If you
Honestly,
think that
no bail.
if you think that I have a big mouth now, just wait until Friday. If it doesn't go the way it needs to go,
Yeah.
just wait. I mean, I would, if anybody wants to go, it is Friday at 2:00 p.m. at the Niagara County Courthouse in Lockport.
We'll
Yeah,
be
I
there.
was saying,
We'll be there.
We'll be there. We'll be
Yeah.
there. Camera, everything
Yeah.
going. And hopefully we get to witness him going out that one door and down the tunnel into the van, heading on his way down to the Lockport jail, or the county jail, I should say, because he has to spend some time. It's really sick that he hasn't spent 1 second
All these
behind
crimes.
bars, not spent one. I don't even care about spending $1. Screw that. He should be behind bars without bail.
Yeah, let's see how much he wants to push the trial off then if he gets
Well,
off
right.
bail.
That's what I hope
But
they
is
do.
this,
That's what I hope they do. I
is
hope they
this
push the
just for
trial.
his motion? Is that what all this is?
Well, the
So the
DA
chick
also,
does him walk right back out the door. Good.
but the
You better-
supposedly the
shouldn't.
DA is going to request
gotta
that
go
he be,
wild.
that he's remanded.
They got to go crazy, the DA, when they're there. I can't even imagine.
Yeah,
That they would let
DA
him-
is being made a fool of.
Yeah.
Human, would this be?
No,
No,
it's the Erie
Lynn
County
Rita.
people. Erie County people.
Rita is the DA. and
Okay,
when
all right.
they
Especially, here's the key, like you were saying, especially if they went after Lynn Rita. He did this against,
That's what I'm saying.
her husband and forged his signature.
It's
If
it.
they don't do something Friday, then
We're-
you know it's over.
And it's a bit, the whole event, because that's crazy.
I'm not
He-
holding my breath.
It drives me nuts. He was, like I said, he wasn't doing a DWI. He didn't steal some gum. He didn't do anything. He literally is trying, he knows he's guilty and he's trying to fix it any way he can. He's desperate. He's sending money through the things he did were insane. Sending money through the mail. The one return, did you know the one return address was Balkan's office on the
Is that right?
envelope?
Wow.
Because the
And
first
he
one
used-
gets intercepted by the mail
Right.
and then so he's got to send a second one
And that one has the stamp.
from his office.
Right.
From the Balkan, yeah.
Yeah.
And then think about it, sending money through the mail.
Amazing.
That's why my question was, how much did the people know that was going to?
Of course.
Because the money, how would you ever think you're going to get money in the mail? No one sends
Right.
money in the mail.
They knew.
So did they know it was coming? Was he, or how about this? Or was he there? Was he supposed to be there to get it himself? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah.
because what ends up happening is it gets intercepted. He puts return address. The problem is the return address goes back to the DA's house with
Right.
the money in it. And they're like, what the hell is this? And then, you know what I mean? It's insanity. But then the other one makes it
Yeah.
with his own sticker on it. that
They
says-
knew. Janelle knew. Janelle Fosso, Jamie Pages. They knew. They knew.
Well, they're part of the campaign. You mean to tell me that he was hiding in the corner
Right.
doing it
Doing this without.
without them knowing anything?
I remember
And
them
she
telling
can't-
me that on that video when I interviewed her that we need him because he knows he's got all the passwords of the computer. Remember
Yeah.
that stuff?
Well,
Or the
if-
hard drive or whatever.
if
She says it right
Jamie
there.
DePietri.
They don't have their own fucking.
If Janelle can't run her campaign, how can we expect that she can run our court?
Right.
She fits right in. She's the perfect.
Yeah,
She's perfect.
She was placed there because she's related to them.
Mhm.
And that's all it is. Whether
Perfect.
she's absolutely incompetent means nothing to those people. It doesn't
But
matter.
here's the
And
thing
she
that
is.
fixed it though. Like look at what went on when we go back to what we were talking about earlier, the forensics lab. Ort's sister is really a doctor. So she's good. I mean, it's like she's got the qualifications and Janelle has the qualifications. She's a lawyer. You see what I'm saying? Like, so it all like always like fits nice.
Right.
Gets wrapped in a bow.
Mhm.
And then
But how many other lawyers out there are there out there that would be a better fit? Obviously,
Dominic was a better fit,
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
Dominic was.
His resume put her
I
to
could name so
shame.
many people
Yeah.
that are better fits
Oh, yeah.
than,
Yeah.
than that
Yeah.
right there.
I had a couple sets in here that would be better.
yeah.
Find any lawyer. I mean, at this point, there's only, you know what I mean?
I mean, they had a
Put in.
real chance to put somebody good in there, and
Janelle never, we gave her opportunities to come on this show and explain herself.
Yeah, just
and explain her side. We would have been willing to listen and never. Not
we'd have been
one.
willing to have her say, I
what bothers me is
support you guys. I denounce him. Whatever.
all she had to do is come out and say, I have
Yeah.
nothing, I don't
Right.
support, I say, I have your
Couldn't do it.
backs, But her and Jamie DePietris chose to say
To
they
fight.
didn't even know about any of the when this campaign first started, we didn't even know of any allegations. What are you talking about, you lying sack of shit?
They wanted to fight.
You watched me come out on the other podcast. I saw your name. I even called Janelle Fossil's name out when I was coming out and talking about it before there were any charges, before the campaign even started. And I was talking about what Nick did. Janelle was right there watching. Janelle was asking questions. She was asking for information on this. She knew. They're all lying sacks of shit.
Yep. And Kelly, very covert. He covered up Lewiston. Interesting. I'm gonna take. You know what? Kelly. Someday.
Burnett said something funny.
I think about the phone. Yeah, I put that up there. The phone will ring. Yeah. Balkan is why the Niagara County Public Defenders, with 4 CPS indications, still has custody of the kids because Balkan is a Niagara County CPS attorney and is also the public defender's bankruptcy attorney.
Is he still a CPS
so
attorney?
Balkan would never take action against his client.
Balkan is still a CPS attorney.
Probably, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, when you really
could it fit any more perfectly together for him?
Right.
I mean, every position that you would need to check him is somebody that that owes him or that knows him, or that it's just disgusting.
Well, it's amazing that Balkan should be getting in trouble too, because he got caught lying to the state police, covering up the rape for Nick D'Angelo that happened in his office.
Right.
He got caught red-handed lying to the state police about a rape that happened in the Lockport office.
I know.
And what happened?
Nothing.
Nothing happened
He
at
still
all.
gives I think him and Nick D'Angelo have a love relationship going on.
Allegedly.
You should have seen him waiting for him on the stairs at the last court case. He was like he was waiting for his,
No.
like he was waiting for his prom. He was standing up waiting for his little
It
date.
was like the ending scene of Titanic when they're waiting
Oh,
on the
God.
I
side.
remember seeing Uncle John, and I was like, oh, there's Nick's boyfriend right there next to us. Right now.
Well, we know by the things we saw, and this isn't even allegedly, we know by his stuff that he does go in that direction.
Oh, he does.
So, I mean, like, it isn't like this, that's not alleged.
Yeah.
Balkan.
That's another thing, too. A lot of people always say, like, he's attacking women and women, he's going after girls. He also goes for boys. He does not just go for girls. He goes after guys. And if there are any guys out there that have been victims of Nick, or Nick tried doing something to you, please come forward. Now is the time to do so.
The little purple suited serial rapist.
Yeah.
Purple people eater.
And he's
Big ass
still,
purple shoes.
and he's still on the loose. And we would hope by Friday that, I thought that sorry attempt of sending money through the mail and all that stuff seemed like a desperate person. Didn't that seem like a very desperate act? I mean, that's pretty desperate.
Yeah.
I mean, what the hell are you doing?
Oh, yeah.
So he's got to know, he knows he's guilty, obviously, because he knows what he did. So doesn't it, I mean, it feels like, on a positive note, it feels like he must think things are unraveling. Because why would he do that?
Right.
There'd be no reason to do that, because
not.
that was so ridiculous that,
That's the only reason I don't
You
mind
wonder.
if Lynn Rita is on this case still, because obviously Nick doesn't want her on this case. So that gives me some hope. But I wouldn't mind John Flynn stepping in at this point.
oh yeah, he should.
He
He should be enraged, and he should be
I mean,
in there.
it's making him look bad.
Oh yeah.
In my opinion, he looks really bad right now.
Definitely does.
Mhm.
He certainly does.
He
It's
looks
a
like he has
disgrace.
absolutely no power whatsoever.
And what
Yeah,
makes me
weak as
mad
can
is
be.
if this
Yeah.
was happening in Erie County,
agree.
he would be going crazy.
Yeah.
He'd be all over the
Yeah.
place screaming and yelling. He'd be doing videos online and everything. But because we can't vote for him, he don't care. And if you notice, because we can't vote for him, no one else cares.
Right.
Like this isn't even really a big story anywhere. But if it was in Buffalo, this would be, because it would be on him, because he might not get reelected. You know what I mean? It's all
Right.
Again, we go back to the two evil empires
Yeah.
of Democrats and Republicans. They control this all. Because look at it. I said it before. D'Angelo's free because of politics.
Yeah.
He's doing what he's doing. What's his name? The DA, because of it's all politics. It's all bullshit. And I wish people someday would just decide we're not going to be a part of it no more, and just get out of
There's a
those
lot more people
damn
talking
parties.
that way now
Yeah,
than ever in my life. Just
Yeah.
take both the parties.
And look, I know you got to vote for one of those idiots, one of those parties, unfortunately, but don't be in their primaries. Don't give them money. Don't support them. There's a little thing. Don't
cut their money.
cut the registration
Cut the
too.
money out.
When they see the registration going down, and they're gonna maybe wonder, maybe don't care. They probably don't care really, but you get my point.
I don't care.
You would
If the registration continues to go down and their money
The
continues
money.
to go
Okay,
down.
money.
if in 1786 that John Adams, whatever the hell it was, can say what he said, about he's afraid that someday there'll be two major, huge parties that will come, and he did it. He said it. He was like a fortune teller.
Those people
He
back then
told
were
you what was going to
so much
happen.
smarter and so much more honorable than the
Yeah.
pigs that are running the
He's
system now.
seen
Their
it. He's
word
seen it
actually
happen.
meant something.
Yeah.
But he's seen it.
Shake-
Isn't it? How
shake
could
some-
he have known that we were going to be this way? He was right.
But they put things
Yeah.
in the Constitution that they knew down the line could possibly hurt, and they put things in there to prevent that. But these people, when you commit a crime and you get away with it, what's the Constitution mean? You know?
I mean, it's not. Yeah, no, you're right. And our judicial system. I can't tell you guys enough how much every time, and I know better, but I just think about where I grew up and listening to how great it was and how, oh my God, like that's it. You know what I mean? If they
Right.
tell you that no, it's got to be true. It's right. The judge said it, they said it, the police said it, everyone said it. You're done. Boy, I tell you, it's it's kind of I mean, it's the American way, which is what's
you
sick.
learn a lot. You learn a lot since you're a kid, right?
Yeah.
Did you hear about this?
Talk about it. Go ahead.
So, there's this post going around. It's saying, the Salamanca man who raped and killed a woman jogging in 1999 is going to be released on parole on 3/29. Everyone should be very concerned.
I saw that. I
Wow.
saw that the parents or the mother of the child is going
Raped and
berserk.
killed. Is that what that said?
She was jogging.
Oh.
Jogging.
How old
and
was she?
In her
She was a
20s.
mom.
Yeah, but she wasn't old. She
wasn't old.
In her
She wasn't old.
20s.
A wonderful, beautiful lady, nice. Everybody loved. She went for a little jog, and this animal, young guy, he raped and killed her.
And that's it. And
Yeah.
here he
Send
comes.
Send him to Nick D'Angelo's house to
And
live.
here he
Send him
comes.
to live with
Send him
Nick
a purple
D'Angelo's
suit.
family.
And that happened in what year? 1999?
1999.
Wow, so he's out already.
Send him to live with Nick D'Angelo's.
On the
Family.
29th. So what's today, the 7th?
So he spent like 23 years in jail.
That's it. And he killed him.
Mhm.
Then he killed
He
somebody.
took somebody's life.
Raped and killed
And
him.
we've been feeding him and taking care of him, and
Here he
he's gonna
comes.
get free again. Yep.
Yeah.
He may have got a degree.
You
in
don't-
everything.
Yeah.
He might be able to do whatever.
And
Probably
I-
did a better job than me.
One that killed that girl out on the overpass.
Yeah.
How long
Yeah.
did he spend? Hardly nothing. Got out,
Right.
and then he's
They
back
did again. Yeah.
you can't tell me that there's reform for that. There is no reform for a person who would do such a thing. No way. I don't care
No.
what counselor you have with. It's all bullshit.
You can't rape.
You're gonna get somebody else killed now. Maybe many people. But
You're
you're gonna
definitely
let that animal out again, and that's exactly what
They're
he's
definitely
do.
going to rape. He's definitely going
Oh,
to
yeah.
rape people because that hasn't ended. I mean,
Yeah.
that's certainly going to happen. And if they get him mad enough, they'll kill him. So I mean, that's what ends up happening, and they just don't listen.
It should be mandatory chemical castration.
I'd be good with that
Absolutely.
too.
Do it, I'd rather hang the son of a bitch.
I know,
That'd be
but-
fine too.
But they're not doing that. We don't have, we can- right, we don't.
That's
have-
when Iran is better
Yeah.
because they
What's
bring
that?
Iran is better then. They
Gotta
do
love
better
those
than.
Ayatollahs.
Yes, they'll bring you right out in the middle and do what they got to do in front of everyone and say, hey, don't do this again. And that's it. Yeah.
Scott said he will-
In the middle of town.
Scott said he will probably be brought to Niagara Falls because according to Deister, they have to live somewhere.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
Well,
heard
we
that?
don't live in Nick
We heard
D'Angelo's
that when the third, the rapist or the serial
oh, next door,
next door. Who was he?
level
Level
3.
three.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the cops told me.
He's
He's
gotta
got
do
to live somewhere. Go let him live next to you.
Right.
I don't want. Don't. I got 2 daughters in my house.
Right.
Friday we'll be out there, and I don't know. I can't imagine. I'm not going to believe he's going to walk out. There's no way if he does.
If he does, there's going to be problems.
you can't because like I said, if he got arrested for DWI or stealing or something that had nothing to do
Nothing
with
to do,
pertain
be
to this
different.
thing, I would believe he's going to walk out. But he directly went at this because he knows he's
But
guilty.
Jen, you're an honest person. You're a good person. I am not sure that even this new judge, with the connection, this system they have going around this guy is powerful. It's
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
powerful. This guy should have been in
know what's
jail a
amazing?
long time
He
I
ago.
has-
see people going to jail for just forgery.
Yeah.
I've seen people.
Yeah.
You guys high bail.
more power than the guy in South Carolina whose family was a lawyer forever. Whatever the
Right.
hell his name was.
Yeah. Murder.
Wow, they threw him right in.
Yeah.
They investigated, took him, put him in. He awaited trial. He waited in the county jail like
Yeah.
you're supposed to.
Mhm.
Scott said if he walks out, he won't walk far.
Allegedly. Yeah. So yeah, you're right. But yeah. I'll tell you though, I don't know. I won't believe he's not going. I believe he's going to be remanded.
They do the right thing.
I believe he's
Should have
going
been
to,
remanded.
because he hit the wrong people. Going after the DA, I think, was wrong, because I don't know if he has control of
But
that
you know what's
office.
so confused is, okay, so we have a visiting judge and a visiting DA. But what about our DA here? I mean, won't they?
Our
it's
DA
in
here's
Niagara County.
Our DA
Right.
here's friends with
Yeah.
It's in Niagara County, and they're just sitting there looking at it too.
Right.
They'll
I
put
know.
in, they'll put in for them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
They'll try to talk to those people and
Well,
loosen it
this
up.
DA shouldn't, Brian Seaman, he shouldn't be involved in this at all. He donated to Janelle Fossil's campaign. Why the hell?
$99.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
can't-
why
he
the
won't-
hell is he even a part of this?
Yeah, because he's gonna have to. He'll be dealing with this other
Yeah,
case,
Janelle's gonna get
with
off the hook
with the
because,
second case, right? Yeah.
because, you know, he donated
Yeah,
to
he
her
donated.
campaign.
Yeah. So he's gonna have to
He
go
should have to
too.
recuse himself.
I bet you he will. I
He
don't know how
better.
he could even be involved.
No, didn't we read something that he said that he could do it without being biased?
Somebody said that.
Yeah, we don't believe him.
I don't believe any of
No,
those
you
people.
can't. You gave money to that campaign. You're out.
Yeah, I don't believe any of those people.
You're out of the game.
I don't. I think they took his passport, but I believe he still goes. I think he's traveling.
Oh, yeah,
Why
he's
wouldn't he go to
totally
Florida
traveling.
to see that other?
Girlfriend that lives in Arizona,
Arizona.
Ashley Chef is her name.
And didn't he
He's
send someone down
going-
to Florida that was a girlfriend?
Oh
too?
yeah, well there's a girl, one of his clients he sent to Florida.
So I'm sure he. Why wouldn't he go visit her?
Of course,
you know,
he could
'cause-
drive. He could drive.
Sure, he can
Right,
leave.
it's
No
a
one's gonna
girl.
know he
No
left.
one's gonna-
No one will ever know. If you skipped, what the hell's it say? Read that for me, Robin. I'm blind. What Dominic said.
If you skip the tab, you get overnight. If they let Mr. Motions walk, whoever that judge is better cough up their credentials.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I believe there's no way. There's no way. If you've been sitting out there watching this and think it's wrong and what's been going on is wrong, if he walks out Friday, it's time for you to do something, say
Stacey
something. This
says-
is outrageous.
Stacy says show up to court very early on Friday, can almost promise it won't be at 2, which is probably true.
Yeah.
Never do it earlier.
Yeah, so that hopefully people will
well,
come
yeah.
later and miss it. So yeah,
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah, yeah, they're gonna try and protect him any way they can. Well, regardless, we'll be there.
What I don't understand though is why would the DA's office in Erie County protect him? Like, what reason? He does no work over it. Like, no, I shouldn't say that. He does no politics in Erie County. His politics in Niagara County.
Right.
Like he doesn't work on campaigns in Erie County.
No, but he stands in front of judges
In
there
Erie
all the
County.
time.
Right.
Yeah.
But
All
why?
the time.
But why would the DA's though? Why would she be okay with what just happened to her? Why would the other guy be okay with? I'm talking about Flynn. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
that's like really. Then you have no integrity at all in your shot. It's over.
Right.
That's all. We're done. It's fucking
Lynn
done.
should be going after.
He
He
has
really
to be
should.
removed if he doesn't.
He needs
Yeah.
to go after.
If he doesn't go to jail, someone's got to.
Well, Lynn Rita must have contact with Lynn, right?
Of
Yeah.
course, yeah.
So you would
absolutely.
think she's turning around. You would think, say that this has gone too far now. You got to do something.
I met her, right?
That's
Yeah,
one
she
of
was
them.
the one who had no idea about Facebook and that it meant anything about
Yeah.
social media.
Well, when I called that office one time to talk to John Flynn,
Stacy.
they wouldn't let me talk to him. They put me
They won't
over
let me
Lynn
talk to
Rita.
John Flynn
No,
either.
you can't talk to him. Are you a victim? No, I'm not a victim. Oh, well, then here, and they sent me over to Lynn Rita. And then Lynn Rita says, I can't talk to you because you're related to Noel. Well, really?
Yeah, they made it so I can't talk to the DA anymore, which I was never really talking to her in the first place. I would call and ask for court times, like what time is court coming up or whatever. And Nick made it seem that I was giving, he also tried setting her up back then, saying Noel is giving, or the DA is giving Noel information. She shouldn't be giving her
I
information.
remember.
When the hell did Lynn ever give me information? I think I've complained this whole entire time.
Not getting
Lynn doesn't give me
Right.
information.
Right.
So that he tried setting her up back then too, getting her in trouble, making her look bad, trying to make it seem like she was giving a victim information that she shouldn't be giving her information on. So he's been trying to set Lynn up for a long time now.
Yeah.
Friday's a huge day. It's like it to me. It's it.
2 o'clock, guys.
That's
If anybody
it.
wants to show up,
Because
we'll
if
all be
he's
there.
not put in jail for doing what he just did to the case, then
did
I don't
read
know what we
somewhere
do. I don't know what we do.
recently, 3 times. I did see, right? It wasn't just me. Somewhere in the news, maybe the Gazette or something. They did say that the DA will be asking for.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. It's well.
They did. They already did.
Yeah.
So,
John Flynn asked for it. He didn't get
Well,
it.
no. Again,
Stacy says
that was the
Flynn and the Tasek, I think,
Probably.
are friendly.
Sure. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Henry's the guy
Right, he's
all
the
over
big- yeah.
Western New York.
Of course.
I'm going to assume, but but God Almighty, then that would mean that I'm friendly with everybody. I mean, it's over unless you're someone from 18th and Pine, you're screwed
We're
because
gonna know Friday. We're gonna know.
Yeah.
And then if you see it's just a little slap on the hand, we're.
I wonder if 247 will show up to
No.
anything and put
They
it out that, who's there.
I'll let them know if there's
They don't
people
care.
outside.
they don't.
They don't
They're
give a shit.
garbage. I'm gonna have
They
my
care
camera.
about,
I'll
they
have
care
our
about
camera.
people cheating on them.
Yeah, they don't care. They're useless as can be. Like I said the one time online, we are not us. I don't mean this podcast. And some idiot started arguing with me about it. I meant everyone that's on social media is the media. You don't need a podcast to put
Really,
shit
social
out.
media is the best media to go.
Look at what TikTok does. I mean, look at that.
Honestly, the case would have been
mean,
secretly out
With
once everyone forgot, but you guys didn't let anyone forget.
well, there's no doubt because that's what happened with Belter. Everyone forgot about Belter, and that's why that went the way it went. If people would have screamed about Belter, it wouldn't have went. We don't even know what happened to the mother. Remember?
Yeah.
She died. Just these people had like 46 counts against them of endangering the welfare of children,
Yes, got the same places last time.
and nothing happened.
Right.
You know what I mean? That
Nobody-
she died, and I don't know what happened to her husband.
Yeah.
Now he was a billionaire. He had a ton of money. Those people were wealthy as can be. The Belter and
Yeah,
the whole
Right.
so far we haven't heard of any more charges because her and her husband, but not her real husband, her second husband, were supposed to be charged. And then the lady next door was supposed to
Nothing.
get in trouble.
Right.
So far, nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, now he lives that's right. He lives a mile away from less than a mile away from Lockport High School, Belter.
Wow.
There you go.
And you know who has this, Belter's parents, the lawyer that they had was Brian Melber. That's Nick D'Angelo.
Oh,
Nick D'Angelo has the same lawyer as Christopher Belter's lawyer.
He must be the
Parents'
guy.
lawyer.
He must
Yeah.
be the guy for rapists.
Yeah.
That's what must be in the book, in the phone book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now, if he
You're
lives
accused of
less
rape.
than a mile from that high school, the people in Lockport should be throwing a fit.
Right.
They don't give a damn, right?
Yeah, because isn't it still the case that there's regulations on how close to a
Should be.
school?
Isn't Scott from, I'm sorry,
No.
Scott from Lockport?
I don't know.
Who do we know that lives in Lockport? We should be sounding the horn over there.
Mhm.
Yeah, they just don't care. Yeah, I don't get it. Well, think about it. Those council people say nothing.
Right.
The whole group of them in a city hall. Oh, it's just like city hall here. What's the difference? They don't want to. Yeah, I'm gonna bet, if I had to bet, because we'll be talking then on Monday here again, that he's gonna go to jail. I think he gets kept until the trial. It has to happen.
So
There's
maybe-
no way it can't happen
Open mommy's there to watch.
until May. Like May, it starts. They still got to do probably jury selection. So what I hope is that they delay it all you want. Just put him in jail.
Yeah.
Let him
Yeah,
sit in county jail for
that's
9
what I'm
months,
saying.
10 months, a year.
It wouldn't even bother me if you want to drag the trial out. As long as he's
You're in
in
there.
jail, that's fine. Let drag it out. Let's see how long he wants to drag it out when he's
Yeah.
behind.
How long can he
Right.
sit there in Lockport?
I just can't understand how the bar association or the grievance committee still isn't doing it. That
Yeah.
should be an immediate suspension. That's supposed to be an immediate
No matter
suspension.
who you are. No
Yeah,
matter who you are.
I mean it's ridiculous. The
It's either
grievance
rules
committee
or
is-
there's not rules. Obviously.
They don't. What does he
Is
have?
that
to
the New York
do?
State Bar? Is that what it is? Or is it the state of New York? Who does that stuff? Does anyone know?
Grievance committee.
It
No,
should be
someone
the
will know out
bar
there.
association.
And that's a private thing, right? They're just like a club.
Somebody on TikTok messaged me. They said they work for the bar association and that it's not their place to do anything. Like that's not their place, which I don't believe. For
They
a
can do
second.
whatever they
could
want.
They could.
It's their choice.
And she worked from the New York State Bar. She saw how big my TikTok got and all the comments and stuff, and people were ragging on the bar. She's like, I work for the bar. There's nothing that we can do about this.
Oh.
So I'm just like,
No, it's a
she's
club.
like it's
They
for the
could.
grievance committee to do. Like, no, the grievance committee is probably saying the same thing about you. You
Who
guys just
who disbars them then? So the bar association doesn't it's not them. They're just a club. I
Yeah.
think they must just be like a club. Like here you go, lawyers, you're in here.
Yeah.
So when it must be because
yeah,
I
the
don't.
grievance department is a joke. Always sends me letters back that there's nothing that they can do. Yeah, of course. There's nothing even though that's their job is to do something, they can't do it.
Yeah.
Like,
can't
let's
do
remind
anything.
everybody really quick
Go
of
ahead.
his rape charges. First degree rape, 2 counts of first degree criminal sexual act, unlawful imprisonment, first degree criminal sexual abuse, 2 counts of third degree criminal sexual act, 2 counts of third degree rape, 3 counts of patronizing an underage person for prostitution.
That's too much.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
On top of the 4 other.
On top of trying to fix his trial.
Right.
The best trying to fix it. Right. Doing whatever. I mean, that's no different than when the cops put the bloody sock in OJ's room. I mean,
Right.
it's
Yeah.
the same thing. He's doing the exact same thing they did.
Mhm.
He's trying, and so they have to be furious. They should be furious if they're not. I don't think I'm even going to waste my time no more.
Yeah.
What the hell? What's the point? Because we're done. Friday's the biggest day that we've had, I guess,
Yeah.
of this whole damn thing, because it's going to tell the tale. He has to be kept until trial's over. He just has to. That's what everyone is.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
not anything. He's actually, obviously he's had years now of Christmas and everything else. This is nothing. This should be just, this is it, the end of the line. Like, you see what I'm saying? You can only protect someone for so long. Hell, there's guys. Look, he's not as powerful. What's he like, fucking Lee Harvey Oswald? I mean, who is this guy? Jack Ruby? I mean, who is he? How the fuck? That's why this is bullshit. How connected can that idiot be? So that would mean, like, think about it. That would mean then someone like the mayor himself, he could just run wild because he's got to be more connected, right? What would Henry Wojtaszek get away with? Holy God! Or what is he getting away with?
What is he?
If this guy has so much, what's he done? He took pictures. He ran some 2-bit garbage. All right, Wojtaszek, I know he was a part of, right? Caroline.
Right.
But after Caroline, he goes to what? Fossil one?
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Let's really think about it. Who is he?
Didn't he run Janelle's brother's campaign in there somewhere?
Probably, yeah. It all went down the line. But really though, can I say something else though? Running their campaign is like being the manager of the Yankees. Like, it's not that difficult. You didn't have to run much. It was already fixed.
Right.
Like, they didn't need him though. Like, what I'm trying to say is they don't need him. They had it fixed already.
Well, yeah,
no one was running.
The only reason she wanted Nick D'Angelo to do it is because he ran her brother's campaign and he had all the stuff left over from her brother's. I think she even admitted that in a text message to somebody. That, well, he ran my brother's campaign, so he still has. You didn't need him, you dumb bitch. You have a lot of other people.
You don't need it. They have it. What I'm saying is, like, her brother, it was fixed. No one was running against him. I saw the fix. They said it. Okay, you wait. Your time will be next time. They did it when my brother ran. They said the same things. He had no opponent. So there was. I mean, come on. That's why this guy makes no sense to me. He has to be put behind. He has to be. Friday, it has to happen. What's it say? Oh, the allegedly? Allegedly. Hold on. For our protection.
Oh my
We'll put that up. Right.
Yeah, that's too.
Oh my God.
There we go. Yeah.
That's clear. We need more.
Scott, we got to get you on stage, boy.
We need to get him on here someday.
We need more.
Get him in the Bears den.
Let's see here. What is
He'll try to marry you on the stand like Ted Bundy.
Dear God. I really think though it's going to happen. You guys all think he's not? You think he's not going to jail on
I don't have
on
hope.
Friday? No.
I don't have hope for some
I
reason.
think you're right, 100% right, but I just
It's
don't
what
feel
needs to happen.
I
It's
just
what
think
should
this
happen.
is beyond the norm. Obviously, it's beyond the norm. Obviously, this anybody else would have been a long time ago.
Right. Anybody else would be going to jail.
So
I
something's up that we kind of know, but
So just Robin, what do you think?
I'm going in expecting that it's not going to happen, so
Right.
that I'll be pleasantly surprised if it does.
Right. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I'm
It's kind of like watching the Leafs game playoff series.
Exactly.
But what about though? Don't you think he's pushed it too far though? This thing with the DA might have been
He pushed it
too
too
much.
far in 2009. He pushed it too
Right.
far. The other ones, but now
This one might
it's
be
hitting one of those people.
because in 2009 he didn't do this. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right,
This
yeah.
is unbelievable
Right.
what he's done here. This is tamper. This is like witness. This is like if there was a sitting jury and he went and tried to, literally went to them and tried to pay them and they found out. That's what this is.
It did make the front page of the Gazette, right? It was
Yeah.
the title, the top title, right?
Yeah.
Watch.
It
Well,
actually
this is
actually
really
made the Buffalo News.
this is really the telltale. This is going to be it because it made the papers and everything. How he went after
Actually,
the
what news
prosecutor's
station
husband.
did it make it on? It was on TV. Which one did it make it on?
I saw that. I don't know.
Spectrum was the only one, I think.
Spectrum was only sister.
Yeah. I will tell you this.
No, Spectrum ain't that good. I'm surprised they covered it. I'm very surprised.
But what-
things and just left it sitting on TV.
What they do, it's just, oh God, it's got to happen. I'm believing. So I'll be furious on Friday.
Yeah.
I'll be so outraged and take it. I truly believe it's
there's
gonna,
no way that they shouldn't and can't.
like sometimes you push things too far,
Yeah.
They're just so far that they can
Blank
cover.
as stupid as
Like-
he is and did that because
what he just did there is the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, you have to have some balls to do that.
But I know they didn't injure anyone, but it does injure the kid.
And
It's
it does.
still-
It has to do something.
It's still
If he
going
tampers
after the DA, who the person
who's prosecuting him, that's got to mean something.
Mhm.
It can't mean nothing. It has to mean something.
Well, the reason why it means something is because he was already warned. He was already warned multiple times, and he's already been caught doing this multiple other times. So he was warned the last time by the judge not to do this stuff again. So for him to go that far and do it to the prosecutor, that's a big deal. He keeps breaking every single time they tell him not to do something. He keeps doing it over and over.
It's got to happen. There's no way. There's no way. He's
It's
going to
almost
go.
like
he's going to
seeing how
jail.
far he can push.
Well, he's pushed too far this time. I'm going to say that he will be in there till trial. Until trial ends.
I'm hoping.
It has to be. There's no way this can continue. I have no faith in that system. I'm just saying that he went. This is like.
And it's all public.
I mean, it's
Thank
too.
God it made the public
Yeah, thank
eye.
God it's
Yeah.
public because
Well,
now
thank
people
God you
are
talk.
watching.
If we don't talk about it, it wouldn't. I'm gonna
Right.
tell you right now. You push the issue. You push it. That these people, all these people that talk about it on social media, are the only reason that any of those Spectrum or anybody picks it up.
Yeah, I want to say thank you
So-
to everybody who does share this stuff and does share all of it, because I have a lot of people on my Facebook page that I considered friends, and even some family members. I consider them friends and family. They don't even bother to hit a share button. They don't bother to say shit. So to the people who do, thank you, because you guys are actually helping.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
And don't forget, because I know we should probably wrap it up soon. Stars.
Yes,
Don't
stars.
forget our stars. 99 stars. What's that? 99 cents for 100 stars.
Yeah.
And you guys have been great giving them to us, and we love it because it's going to help us grow. It's going to help us do what we want to do there. What's he got to say? Hopefully what? Oh no, we can't. Allegedly. Oh God, he brought up the one that did that dance in the side. We can't mention that name. Oh my goodness, yeah. There's a
Yeah, we
tic
can't wait to see you on
a
Friday.
tic tac. I don't know what the hell that is. I don't want to see it. Do you think she'll be there? Yeah, they should all be there in support.
They should.
They should.
You know,
I
moral
hope they
support.
park right next to me again.
Oh my God, help us! They
We should
can't.
fight them.
Oh God,
Allegedly.
allegedly. Come on,
Allegedly.
how dare you? I can't put up the thing because you're.
Allegedly.
Don't even bring that up. How can you? Call for violence? We're gonna get it. Yeah, well, that's not a bad one, but not I'm gonna beat you up. No, well, the outcome, yeah.
If he goes to jail, maybe
I'll
they
have my phone
maybe they
ready.
allegedly won't get beat.
I'll have my phone ready this time and nothing fitting.
Yeah, my phone will be
I
ready
used
too.
to have it on video.
My phone will be ready. Oh, I got to go. Oh, okay, he's laughing at Scott. Maybe she'll win an upgrade to a better cell for him. That's funny. Allegedly, if he goes to jail, I heard Nick will be dancing inside the prison for someone. LOL. Yeah. Well, all they gotta do is see that one despicable.
Oh, remember that outfit that
Oh,
you had
but
up for it?
alleged. Yeah, we can say that.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
hashtag.
his name.
It was a hashtag.
Yeah, it was his
Buckrit.
name on his butt right. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what he called himself on that
Oh God.
site. Buckrit.
And he's sitting there in a way that might not be him, but allegedly he was trying to portray that in a
Yeah,
nightgown.
not his body. I can think like that right now.
For
Unless,
heaven's sakes.
unless he somehow lost a ton of weight and got tan and shaved himself and stuff, got it. I mean,
He called him Grimace earlier. Instead, he reminded him of Grimace. Scott said. Well, I guess the purple, yeah.
Yeah.
California raisin. I don't know. All right, I guess we got to go because Friday. What time?
2:00.
2:00. It's supposed to
so
start.
maybe everybody should be there at like 1:30.
I'm gonna be
One.
there at 1:11, like at least by 1 o'clock, because
I thought you were saying 11:30.
I know. I was
I know. I was like,
Wow.
I was gonna ask you if you were bringing
Well, if you don't, you don't know what door they usually go in. We usually,
you gotta stand out front.
or we protested the last time. It
Yeah.
was on the side though. It was at the front.
It was in front.
Was it front?
It was in front.
Okay.
Front. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Because it'll be fun.
Mhm.
It's not going to be fun though. It'll be fun if what happens is supposed to happen.
Yeah.
It should happen, and everyone in the community should be happy, and everyone should really
And everyone
rejoice.
will be a little safer.
That's the key, and that's the thing that no one cares about. I don't
Right.
understand
I know.
why they don't,
Something
because
that
that's
happened
what
on
you're,
that.
and that's what you're doing here. If he's so bold as to send cash in the mail and then have it sent back to we're not safe. The community's not safe.
Right.
So He's bold enough to do
Yeah.
that shit. I mean,
Yeah.
geez.
He did that to an official.
Yeah.
I know.
Not just on some Joe Schmo.
Yeah.
It's prosecuting him too.
Yeah.
I mean,
So like, how stupid are you
wow.
when the person's prosecuting? And then I bet you that's what he's gonna do is ask for a new prosecutor.
Like you said, that's desperation there.
That's
Yeah.
what I
That's big
think.
time.
I think he's got to be feeling
Mhm.
something because think about where this, for 2 years, he's been able to act like nothing's happening
Stop.
because
Yeah.
nothing was happening.
Falcon will snuggle him under
Oh.
his coat so no one sees him walk in and be called names.
Oh, okay. Very nice. I just saw a message, but I didn't have to read that one. All right, we
Yeah,
should.
Falcon, I hope he's there.
Yeah, he can't be there, right? They took the name down, so now he's
Who knows?
he's
They're lovers, allegedly.
allegedly. My
Who's
God.
gonna help him run the Niagara Action page?
Yeah, I know it's gonna have to shut down. Maybe that ding dong will Squirrelin
Oh,
or
Squirrelin, yeah.
Squirrely
Oh,
or whatever.
Yeah.
That guy was.
That guy. I think I saw him.
Sam
at
Archie.
Wegmans. Oh God, no, you know. I don't know.
Sorry.
Yeah. Allegedly, that's an alleged. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Oh God. That's alleged. Yeah. So now we should go home. It's 10 after
Yeah.
7. I guess you got to go. You probably should go home, huh?
I'm
You're saying?
We're having a little bit of fun here.
I know. All right. Let's talk about our phone numbers that we talk about all the time. The YWCA 716-433-6714. If you've been sexually assaulted or abused in the past or currently, call them. They have a counselor standing by. Robin, you dealt with them. Weekly, they would call you at home
Yes.
and talk to you until the time you felt like you didn't need them anymore.
Yep.
And they're there if you need
Pick
them
up the
now.
phone today, yeah, and
Right.
call. And
So if you need to call them now. They're waiting, and it's their personal cell phone that you'll get and all that kind of stuff. The advocate was great because they went with you to the police station.
yes.
They'll go with you to court. They'll go with you to the hospital. They'll go with you grocery shopping if you're upset. They really will. They'll
Yeah.
go with you anywhere. So, and if you're the loved one of someone who is a, who's, daughter, wife, son, whatever, husband who was hurt like this, and you don't understand the mind that's going on in there, give them a call too. They'll help you figure it out, and then you'll have an understanding. It's not hard to understand. Human trafficking, 888-373-7888.
If you know of somebody who's being trafficked or you think you've seen somebody being trafficked, whatever, call this number. They will look into it because this is happening everywhere, all around you. It's happening in our area, right in Grand Island. It's a huge problem right now. So if you think you've heard of something going on, call this number. If you
Please.
see something that doesn't look right, call it.
And they won't bother you. It isn't like
Right.
they're going to ask
They're
you to
not
come
gonna
in
look
and do
into,
anything.
like, they're not gonna ask you for all this information or anything.
And our YouTube, which is growing, Friends
Yeah.
Media Network. You can see all of our shows. Every Citizens United is there, and all the other ones. Falls Count Anywhere, which is on Saturday at 2:00. Spitball and Sport Podcast, which is on Friday at 6, right?
Yeah.
And Robin, you are busy tomorrow,
I am.
so I don't think we're going to be doing one tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah, I think we're going to be off tomorrow, but we'll be back
Yeah.
the following Tuesday, or in case at any time we feel like going on, like you did that one night at 10:00.
Yeah.
You never know when that could happen.
Sometimes you got something to say.
Yeah, you should say it. That's fine. What else should I remind everyone of? Oh yeah, just check out all of our. Give us a. You know what else too? Give us a. We're only 9 away from 3,000 followers on this page, so we just need 9 more, and we're at
Share this.
3,000.
Share.
Yeah, share please.
Hit the share button.
3,000, and all the other shows. If you like what we do and stuff, Falls Count Anywhere, the Spitball and Sport Podcast, give us a follow. And go to YouTube. What else? Anything else I'm forgetting? We know that on what's this? Ask your friend Mary what she thinks about. Who's Mary? I'm not sure. Let's what do we gotta do? Oh, Friday. Friday's the day. We're gonna be there at 1:00 outside of the courthouse in Lockport.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's supposed to kick off at 2, but they
Yes,
might
we'll
try to
be
go
there
earlier.
because we got some signs we're gonna hold up there. So
Yeah, bring a sign,
Bring a
bring
sign.
whatever, and
We are going to peacefully protest.
yes,
Yeah.
very peaceful, absolute peace. We love peace. We really hope that the judge and everybody loves peace too and takes that guy off the street who's a
She
predator.
shows that she's-
Yes, likes peace and likes to protect people because this guy's on the loose and he needs to be stopped. All right. Whatever.
But I did tell my mom that the picture that is in color, so it will be in color.
What, his picture?
Yeah.
Why he doesn't like that?
Nick doesn't like that it was in black and white.
Oh, from the Hamburglar, where they got the little bakery burglar who put up the same guy. They've never caught them though, by the way. Did you know that? They still. I talked to someone the other day who's really important. Like I'll tell you later, and they're saying it. They're just not sure how to say it. It's going to happen. It's coming out. It's going to happen, and it's going to be funny. And when it happens, that's going to be another one.
Oh, I can't
because
wait.
there are people that know it and they just don't know what to do about it.
Know about it too.
There's some people that could really do something about this though, that know it and they don't know what to do. They're gonna, because they can't. I talked to somebody who said they can't get it out of their head.
Good.
It's like driving us. I was told it's driving him crazy. He told me.
Oh.
Like actually, he can't get out of his head that nothing has happened.
Wow.
So,
let's hope there. Maybe they'll pass out free
that
bread.
would be great. Bread and pizza for the
why
crowd.
not? Yeah, they should. They love passing out bread to the sheriff's department. Stuff like
Wouldn't
that.
it
They
be
should be there
great?
for their friend Nick D'Angelo.
If the judge would be there with the wieners.
Oh, I know.
She could have a wiener.
Janelle Faso should go there with her hot dog. The bakery can provide the bread. That would be amazing.
Yeah, and the bikes.
Oh, yeah, the
all those things.
bikes.
For the day keeps jail time away.
Yeah. Yeah. On that, we should probably get out of here. All right, everyone. We will see. Friday, we will be live streaming at the place. I mean, not inside, I can't, but outside we can.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely keep the camera rolling. And so we'll see you Friday, no doubt, and definitely back on Monday.
Bye, guys.
Take care, everyone.